how the heck does this crazy cost of living crisis, this insane inflation, that of course is getting better, affecting work from home life? Hey, biscuits, what you doing?
Mom.
Are you here saying
Mom?
cost of living sucks? Inflation is no fun. Power agrees she doesn't like when her yogurt gets expensive. No. We'd like food costs to come down, as well as housing costs and utilities. Yeah, that's right. And the cost of chicken coops should be much less money. That was our intro for today's video, which is how the heck does this crazy cost of living crisis, this insane inflation, that of course is getting better, affecting work from home life? Hi, Strudel Poodle. Hi, how you doing? Oh, do you want your blankie?
Yes.
Oh, you could, well, I was going to say you get the big blankie, but I don't think that's a good idea because it's covered in some of my costumes. If you are new here, I'm Rose Kelly. I am a romance and erotica author. I always list all my novels down in the description box. You can come say hi on my primal self-care Patreon page for an immense connection to manifesting your juicy, luxurious magic into being, because biscuits, this is a fantastic year to make that leap into something amazing for your life, and that is what our Patreon page inspires you to do. But how is inflation affecting work from home life? So if you work from home, and especially if you are like me, what is my shirt doing? Sorry, biscuits, I'm just wiggling and jiggling. Especially if you're like me, you work from home and your kids are home all the time because I homeschool. So we use our house a lot more. So there's a lot more wear and tear in our house. We use a lot more utilities. We, buy a lot of groceries because we're at home. We're eating our food all here. Right, because I had to have an allergy, sneezy, scratching my face episode. It is thoroughly allergy season. That's what I love about March, is that I get to be on all 3 antihistamines to try and breathe. Yeah, boy. You're going to spend a lot more utilities. I gotta say. Now, I don't know if this is because I lived in a different area like 4 years ago to now, but it costs so much more in utilities. Gonna sing them Argonaut Auntie and Uncle songs. She sings songs about her Auntie and Uncle. Because she's currently really obsessed with her Auntie Mama. I love you, kiddo. Mo, you should get your ukulele and we can strum it. Yeah, I love you. You've gotten so tall, my biscuit. So utilities are definitely something to think about when you're working from home. Hi. Sometimes there's co-working spaces that you can rent, and that can actually be cheaper than the wear and tear and utilities on your house. In my area, that is absolutely not the case. I think my local co-working space, oh, thank you, love, because I think they want like $600 a month to use their co-working space, which is insane. Oh, hello.
I get two.
Yeah, you love your Agna songs. Why don't you knock on the door and see if they secretly snuck home? Agna Momo might be home, you never know. Yeah, go check. Go check. Oh, wait. Do you see your hammer in here? You could hammer your workout balls. She's adopted like my little, what do you call it, jump rope attachment balls that I showed you in the other haul video. She's just obsessed with them. I'm not even allowed to use them. She just like flings them about like nunchucks and stuff. It's really funny. So that's something to think about that really affects. I've noticed for me that inflation has just affected every single aspect of my life. It's made it so that I can't update my equipment as much. Things just cost so much. The equipment costs more, and that's a big consideration. Like if you are interested in becoming a content creator, you really have to think about the fact that if you're going to daily vlog, you're going to need a new camera every year basically, because they just die, they just fall apart. And those cost so much more now. So that's cost prohibitive. And then everything costs so much that it's hard to save up for your big business purchases to grow your business. Hello. Hey, how are you doing? I love you. Yeah. Those are my boobs. My boobies.
Neck.
That's my neck.
Fish.
That's my face. You're so smart.
Cat.
Oh, I don't have a cat, but you could go look in the yard, or not the yard, but you could go look in my room and see if it's here. So that makes it more cost prohibitive to start a business if you're thinking about working from home. Yeah. Hi. I think there's a lot of cost prohibitive issues going on with that right now with the cost of living for working from home. I hear a lot more instability with how much creators or artists are earning month to month because of inflation. Like sometimes they have a great month, sometimes you don't. Oh my god, biscuits! I'm sorry, I completely lost my train of thought there because toddlers will distract you, but there's just a lot more cost prohibitive issues with being a content creator. Oh, I know, I was saying pricing instability. I see a lot more instability in what work from home. So freelancers, digital nomads are making month to month. There just seems to be big upheaval in things because everybody else, they might be hiring a graphic designer or buying a novelist's books. You know, you never know. So there's a lot more instability. I was talking about this with my sisters who both have basically 9 to 5, you know, with benefits kind of jobs, right? I have one that works in medical. I have one that's a professor. I have another sibling and he is an RN, and you know, they have stable-ish, I mean, like they aren't all technically 9 to 5 jobs, but you know what I mean, like stable standard normal jobs, and they know what they're going to make every month. They know what's coming out in taxes. Like, it's much easier for them. So work from home life, I feel like, has become more unstable the last year or two because the cost to benefit ratio has been more difficult. Insurance is going up a ton. So depending on what type of work from home you do, you might have to have special insurance. You know, are you running a salon from your business? Are you working from home and running like an Airbnb kind of situation? So that insurance marker can be huge. I was trying to start a business in the last 2 years that I was not able to start, that I so wanted to. And it literally came down to I could not get the insurance. And it was crazy. I really didn't think this was going to be an issue. I just couldn't get the insurance. It didn't make sense to do the business with the way the insurance world was working. It was totally crazy. So that can affect your work from home, because I know a lot of people hear work from home and they think, oh, maybe you're a software engineer or you're a digital nomad type that, you know, does whatever. But, you know, you could have a photography studio like I do, where people are coming and going. You could have all sorts of businesses that maybe people aren't thinking of, like a cottagecore industry where you're making food to sell at the farmer's market. That can involve different costs. Oh my goodness. You biscuits know that my dream is to be able to sell things at farmer's market. This has been true since I was a little girl. I would always look at those farmer's market booths. So I want one of those. But my God, is it hard to make a living doing that? Yes, and you need to have some kind of thing that people actually want to buy. I mean, I'm working on starting my flower farm and my glampy business, but we'll see how that goes. You might be work from home like me with my glamping business, where most of it is work from home, right? I have to go and turn over bell tents when there's people, you know, clean potties and keep the grounds updated and cleaned and mowed and stuff, which is a huge amount of work. But a lot of that, the bookings and the ads and the Instagram for it and everything, you know, that's work from home, right? Huge cost prohibitive on that stuff. Oh my goodness. I would say it's getting harder and harder the last couple of years because of inflation to work a job that you can work from home, especially to start your own business that's work from home. But in general, it's just harder and harder. We have this like peak of work from home jobs and everybody's going back to the office. The jobs that are work from home are often dropping people. And starting your own business in this economy is extremely difficult because we rarely in a society, right, have this sudden uptake in price. It's not gradual or we get used to it. It was like everybody's wages are still 2020, 2019 wages, and suddenly it's 2024 prices, and everybody's just kind of shell-shocked from it all. You know? So I think inflation has greatly affected work from home in ways that are subtle, big and little. I'm trying to kind of keep it general because, you know, it's boring to just hear the minutia of work from home jobs. But I'm shocked by how much harder it is to be a work from home person. And when I talk to other content creators, because those are the work from home people that I talk to, their stories about how much more difficult it is is fascinating to me. This also goes hand in hand with, because of inflation, people are just feeling extremely burnt out in creative fields. You know, it burns you out to not know how much you're going to make, to not know how much effort and reward is going to be correlated. It burns you out to have to spend so much more money than you thought you were going to be spending a couple years ago on just basic necessities, right? Let alone if you're trying to find a rental or buy a house, right? Those are extremely easy to just burn out at the cost of things. I think it's really emotionally and psychologically deteriorating for your psyche to have to pay these prices, right? Inflation just kind of wears on you in a lot of ways that you emotionally didn't anticipate for, right? There's the bank balance that it depletes, and then there's the emotional wellness balance that it also depletes with inflation. And I think that that is kind of magnified when you work from home, because certain things just cost more, and a lot of work from homers are freelancers, and that can be, you know, a very wishy-washy world to work within. Okay, biscuits, I hope that this gave you a little bit more insight into what it's like working from home with inflation going crazy. I hope that if you have a 9 to 5, it makes you feel both a little less scared to be a work from homer, because all things are possible, but also a little bit more aware that it is a lot more work. You know, sometimes people push to, like, I'll tell you how to make 6 figures in the next 3 months working from home, and people aren't honest about it because they're trying to sell you something about that. So I just want to give my perspective.
Mom?
Oh yes, my love. On work from home and inflation, because inflation sucks ducks, and that's my expression. I don't know where that came from, but there you go.
Mom?
And I hope that this year we get a mellow, calm, peaceful, abundant year for all of us. That is my energy that I'm sending out to you, biscuits, because we all could use it and desire it. I will see you in the next video, and I would love if you clicked on over to Patreon just to come say hi, because it makes me happy when you come on over there.